welcome to another video. And as you can see, I got another new addition. I'm in front of the camera, well, for a couple reasons. I said I was going to get in front of the camera a little more this year, and two, she's a little big to just get some footage of her in her cage. I kind of wanted to get her out so you guys can have a look at her. She's about 5 feet. She's a granite back reticulated python. Now, I hope this is focusing. I can't really see. Sorry. There she is there. Look in the tongue. Kind of cool. Super strong. She's straight right out about 3 feet from where my hand is. As most of you guys know, I used to have a lot of reptiles. I used to have some large snakes. I've kept retics. I've never had a granite back. I've had mainlands, which is the normals. I've also had tigers, and also I had an albino whiteface. Retics, they're great snakes, very intelligent. The thing with retics is, as we all know, they get huge. They get very large, and you know, I've had like 16, 17 foot Burmese, thicker than my leg around, but they're just a lot more laid back. Retics are very inquisitive, and they have a crazy feeding response. I mean, this snake, you know, I generally start out with them smaller, but you know, she's very placid. She's very laid back, and her cage is about 85 degrees, so she's warmed up, and she's still really good. Now, when I went in to get her, she was like, "Is this food?" And I'm like, "Nope." So I just kind of, like I've said in other videos, I just kind of test her with the hook, let her know it's not food coming in, and then, you know, if she continues to come forward, I will just redirect the head in another direction, hook her mid-body, and slowly start working her out. But, you know, once she was out, she's fine, and she was even okay when I went in, but she turned quick, like, okay, is this food coming in? And that's just their feeding response. So, you know, we got to be careful. I mean, she's about, like I said, she's about 5 feet. She could tank you pretty good, but as they get bigger, they, you know, like any large python or boa, they can inflict a good bit of damage. But anyways, guys, I just wanted to share her with you. Like I mentioned to a couple people, that I might be getting a new thing on Wednesday, and it's late Wednesday. So I wanted to post a video of her, and hopefully you guys enjoy her or like her. Check her out. I mean, they're not a heavily bodied snake just yet, but look at the length, right? So I mean, she'll start putting some girth on as she gets a little bit bigger. But I like, if you guys go check out other retic videos, other people's retics, she's like, for her age, I believe she's 6 months. She's not wiry. She's active. She's wanting to, you know, she's curious. But you know, even other retics I've had, they're just all over the place. Like, they're like, you know, crazy noodles. They're just jumping here, not jumping, but they're very fast. And I kind of like how, I mean, she's inquisitive, she's curious, she's moving, but she's not darting around, which is kind of nice. So I have her right now. What I had the ball python in, it's a 50-gallon, 3 feet long, 2 high, and I think 18 wide. I mean, it's plenty enough room for now. She's going to grow out of it, but as you can see, as she curls up, she's not too big. And when they're well fed, they'll just sit there anyways. And it's probably not such a good idea to give her a huge cage anyways, until we get to know each other and build up some type of a relationship, so we know each other. But she's good. I've said that several times. I was actually really surprised. The guy told me that I got her off of, you know, she's food aggressive, but you know, that's a retic for you. I mean, even berms are like that, boas are like that, but these guys have an extra crazy feeding response. Like, she's like this. If it comes to feeding, you know, they'll not come out the cage at you, but they'll strike far enough and they can come out the cage, and you just got to be careful, you know. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do, obviously I'm not going to feed her live, frozen thawed, and I'm not even going to tongue feed her. I'm going to just get like a, I guess like a plate or something, and just place it in there, and you know, over the course of an evening or whatever, she'll smell it, go over and get it. So there's not that crazy striking response, that she's going to have. Not to say she won't have it, but I don't want her relating me to food really. So I'll just, I'm going to try it. I've never done that before. I've just put food in there and left it, but even my little albino boa that I picked up at the show there on Sunday, I tried feeding her. She didn't want anything to do with it, so I just put it in her cage. I didn't, press her too much, and I just put it on a lid of a deli cup. 10 minutes later I came back and it was gone. So I'm thinking, great, just they're small now, but I mean, as they get bigger, you don't want them lunging at you for food, or when you see some people, there's nothing wrong with it, tongue feeding or dangling something by a tail, but accidents do happen, and you got to be very, very careful with the larger pythons and boas, any snake for that matter. But better safe than sorry. That's what I always say. So, I mean, I've been tagged by big snakes. I got nailed by my albino Burmese. She was 13 feet, and she was probably this thick around, and it was my fault because I was power feeding her rabbits, and for about a month or two straight, trying to get her ready for breeding and whatnot. And one day I went in and she just turned for a feeding response. I thought, oh, you're okay, and I just kind of give her a tap. I pulled her out a little bit. I didn't pull her out far enough, and I kind of grabbed her at this, not grabbed her, but just my hand here, kind of to pull her out of the cage, and she just turned wham, and she actually grabbed, I think it was my right hand, and she constricted me. She got 2 coils around. I dropped to the ground, had the rest of her behind me, like 10 feet of her behind me, and it took me 10 minutes to get her off. So, I mean, that's a snake that I had since it was a baby, but it was my fault. I didn't snap her out of that feeding response that she was used to being into every time I went into the cage. Anyways, guys, I'm rambling, but I just wanted to give you guys a look at her. Check her out. I haven't named her. Don't know what I'm going to name her, but look at the colors on her. I don't know if it's going to show up. A lot of yellows. She almost looks like a tiger markings on the side, but they call them a granite back because if you look at the back here, it's all looks like granite. It's just all broken up, and patterns are, I guess they say it looks like granite. I'm just trying to get you guys to look here. Yeah, that's what she looks like all the way down. Regular retics are kind of that green, almost the same as the side here, but the bands go right across, and they're almost, not circular, but triangular, I think. As you can see there, she's well, it's just a morph. It's called a granite back. So, pretty cool. And I believe granite backs are hit for, I think it's anthrax. They have the anthrax gene in them. So if you breed this to another, or an anthrax, you're going to end up getting both, I guess. You get anthrax and these guys because they both carry the gene. Or if you bred her to, well, you can breed her to another granite back, and you're going to end up with anthrax and also granite backs. So, but if you do more two granite backs, you probably end up 50-50. But if you do it with what was it I was saying there? The anthrax, you're probably going to end up like 75-25 more anthrax. But anyways, that's just a little bit of genetics on snakes. I'm not up to date with all my genetics because I was into these guys a lot of years ago, and they were just normals. There wasn't all this crazy. It's like the ball pythons now. I mean, there's so many different. What do you call it? Genetic breeds, and it's just crazy. Look at her. Look at her nose. Eyes. That's the thing with the retics are freaky. Their eyes are orange. Well, most retics. Eyes are orange, and they have the black the pupil, and you can actually see them looking at you, which most snakes you can't really see that. So. Kind of freaky. Anyways, guys, I'm at 9 minutes on her, but I just wanted to share her with you. Very excited. I'm actually super, super excited at her temperament thus far. She's not crazy wiry. Feeding response, like I said, I get. But she's super chill when she's out, and I'm kind of liking that. Very inquisitive, too. But look, she can just shoot out like three feet anyways, straight up. That's just the strength of these guys. Anyways, guys, I'm going to end it here, and thanks for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I think I'm due for a tarantula feeding video very soon, because it's about 3 weeks since I fed them all. Well, my big ones. I feed my slings in between. But look forward to that, guys, maybe this weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Help me name her. Female. So if you guys have any ideas, let's find a cool name for her. And we'll figure that out as well. All right, guys. Have a good day and a good night wherever you're at. Take care. Bye-bye. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bye.